to go.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Thanks for sticking around. Boy, you're going to love our next act. You may have seen him on the Leno Show. You may have seen him even on MTV's half-hour comedy hour. He's also currently filming a television situation comedy that will be aired on BC in the fall. Won't you please put your hands together for a very funny man, Mr. David Ortel.
Have you guys seen this new product, Tombstone Pizza? And the ad line says, "What do you want on your tombstone?" Excuse me, but if you're going to ask me what I want on my tombstone before I consume your product, I'm going to stay as far away from that thing as I can. You know what I mean? Let's see, what would you like in that? Sausage? Pepperoni? Perhaps arsenic? What is this, part of the new Dr. Kevorkian diet? Feeling down? Feeling depressed? Try Dr. Kevorkian's Suicide Helper. Yes, with our new patented strychnine-laced formula, you can make any meal your last meal. Yes. So if you're feeling down and depressed and want to make your next meal your last supper, try Dr. Kevorkian's Suicide Helper. Man, speaking of death-defying acts, I'm thinking of flying back to see my relatives. I don't know about you guys, but air travel scares the heck out of me. But you know, whenever I have an extra $100 burning a hole in my pocket, I like to go down to the old airport restaurant and blow it all on a meatloaf surprise and a Coke. Then to really relax before my flight, I like to go to the lounge and have a few drinks. Kind of unsettling when it's happy hour, half price with pilot's ID. Remember last year, Northwest was accused of having drunken pilots. Eastern was accused of falsifying maintenance records, and this is true. At the time, the two were talking about merging, which to me is kind of like, I don't know, Anheuser-Busch taking over Alcoholics Anonymous? Huh? Stay away, though. Stay away from those no-frills airlines. I know last year I flew, I think it was Bob's Airways and Discount Auto Parts. The plane flies or we both die. Not a confidence-building experience. I don't know what was worse, my in-flight meal, which was, I think, possum loaf and meatloaf surprise, fish jerky on the side, or maybe it was halfway through the flight when the pilot comes down the aisle wearing a tool belt, asking if anyone has a tube of super glue. Hey, but, I like that, huh? Next time I'm going to drive. But, you know, driving isn't so great either. I mean, you know, they say nowadays cars have more options than they ever had, but have you looked at your spare tire lately? You know, that skinny little bicycle tire? For all the good that thing will do you, you might as well just drive on the rim. Save yourself the trouble of changing that thing. Next, they'll eliminate that. We'll open the trunk and we'll find a crutch in there, you know? Today we have cars like Infinity, which I guess refers to the length of time you'll be paying for that baby, huh? You go! You go! No, you go! I am not getting in that thing! And Ford Probe, which of course is the official car of the proctologist conventioneers. And Charade. Well, you know, at least they're being honest with this name, Charade. That's no car. That's nothing but a charade. Get out of here. And what's this thing with Volkswagen, with Farvignugan? What is Farvignugan? For a while in the commercials, they were actually calling it the F word. Well, I'll tell you, I have an F word for my Volkswagen, and when that engine died for the third time, I guarantee it wasn't Farvignugan. Then you get behind the wheel, right? You're driving down the road. You got to follow some really ridiculous street signs, don't you? Like, here's a good one: slippery when wet. Now that's an obscure little-known bit of trivia, huh? Why don't you just put up a sign that says cold when frozen, or how about hot when burning, huh? Why don't you stop telling us the obvious and wasting our tax dollars on that? Here's a good sign: speed enforced by aircraft. What next? Stealth patrol cars? And what do these guys do? Drop your ticket on a parachute? Or do they just meet you at the airport later where you can pick up your citation while you're blowing your $100 on your meatloaf surprise? I'll tell you though, if these guys flying around up there really want to pull over some lawbreakers, why don't you just pull over some of those government officials who are flying to their golf vacations and their ski vacations at our expense, huh? And you'd be pulling over somebody worth pulling over. One last thing. You've probably seen this sign. It makes no sense at all to me. I've seen it a lot back east and in the Midwest. The sign is hidden driveway ahead. Hidden driveway ahead. How does this guy find his house? How does he give directions? Get off at exit 29, make a right at the light, straight through the intersection into the hidden driveway. Good luck finding it. Hey, thank you for indulging me.
Let's hear it for David Ortel, folks. Mr. David Ortel doing his own material. And you can bet, by the time I get to Tampa or Raleigh, I'll be doing his own material as well.